Our first lesson is drawing a graph. A straight line graph needs to have at least 3 coordinates. And basically what you do, if you're not told which axis to pick, you pick 3 axes. So for this here graph, I'm going to pick x equals 0, which gives you y equals 2 times 0 is 0 plus 3. If x is, let's say, we'll go for 2. Y is 2 times 2 is 4, add 3 is 7. And we'll just try a negative in there. If x is minus 2, y is 2 times minus 2, which is minus 4, add 3, which is minus 1. Now plotting those on together. So y-axes are up the side, so just label them. X-axis is along the horizontal, so labeling that. And then you just plot your points. So when x is 0, y is 3. When x is 2, y is 7. When x is minus 2, y is minus 1. And you just join them up. Now I want to show you something special about this graph while I have this one up. This graph crosses at 3. The steepness or the gradient is 2. So if I go across 1, I go up 2. Go across 1, I go up 2. The next graph I'm going to look at, I've got some x's to find. So sometimes people put these in a table and work out the y's from there. So this first y is 5 take away 3 times minus 2. So 5 take away 3 times minus 2. 5 add 6, which is 11. I'll just work out 0. 5 take away 3 times 0 is 5. I'll work out 2. 5 take away 3 times 2 is 6. 5 take away 6. And I'll work out 4. 5 take away 3 times 4 is 12. So 5 take away 12 is minus 7. So again, just plotting this in your graph, go up in 2's this time. And down here, we'll go down in minus 2's. And x's are across as usual. And just plotting those on. Minus 2 goes up to 11. 0 goes to 5. 2 goes to minus 1, which is here. And 4 goes to minus 7, which is here. You always know you've got these graphs right, because if all your points lie in a straight line, you know it's correct. Now again, I want to look at this here graph. The number on its own is 5, so it crosses y-axis at 5. It's a negative 3, so that means if I go across 1, I go down 3. That's called the gradient. For this one, I'm going to draw a graph again, so I'm told the x values, so I'll work out a few x values. Minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Doesn't really matter how many you work out, as long as you've got at least 3 values. So when x is minus 1, a half times minus 1 is minus a half, add 2, 1 and a half. X is 0, 0 add 2. When x is 1, half add 2. When x is 2, half times 2 is 1, add 2. When x is 3, half times 3 is 1 and a half, add 2, gives you 4 and a half. I'm plotting that on. Use x's across the bottom and y's up the side as normal. So when minus 1 goes up to 1 and a half, 0 goes up to 2, 1 goes up to 2 and a half, 2 goes up to 3, and 3 goes up to 4 and a half. Now, my graph is not lying in line, as you can see there, so I must have made a mistake somewhere. So I'm going to look back over and see, just check my work. When x is minus 1, minus a half add 2 is 1 and a half, so that's correct. When x is 0, 0 add 2 is 2, so that one's correct. When x is 1, half times 1 is 1, add 2, 2 and a half, so that's fine. When x is 2, half times 2 is 1, add 2 is 3, so that one's fine. And when x is 3, half times 3 is 1 and a half. 1 and a half add 2 is 3 and a half. So you can clearly see in there my error. And you can see that I spotted it when it wasn't lying in a nice line. So just plotting that up. And the last one, you notice this is not y equals. So I'm going to take a different slant to this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put x equals, which gives me, x equals 0, which gives me 3y equals 12. So y equals 4. So basically when x is 0, y is 4. And then I'm going to put y equals 0. So putting y equals 0 in there, I'm left with 4x equals 12. So x equals 3. So when y is 0, x is 3. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just join these 2 points up. And that's a very quick way of drawing a graph when you've got x's and y's jumbled up like that. Now, last wee question I've got to show you, last wee topic here. Proving a point lies on a line. Substitute the point in and see if it's true. So which of these points lie on the line y equals 5 minus 2x? So I'm putting y to be 5. Remember the x coordinates first and the y coordinates second. So just putting it into this wee box right so we can see it. 2 times 0. Does 5 equal 5 take away 0? Yes. Do the same for this one. X to be 3. 5 take away 2 times 1. True. But x to be 4. 5 take away 2 times a half. Let's put n numbers into that. So 5 take away 1 is 4. Put in 7 equals 5 take away 2 times minus 1. 5 plus 2 is indeed 7. Put in 0. 0 equals 5 take away 2 times 2 and a half. So 5 take away 5 is correct. And the last one, put in 0. 5 take away 2 times minus 2.5. So 5 add 5 does not give me 0. Now, the last question I'm going to do in this lesson, the point A7 lies on this line. What is A? So just substitute it in. 7 goes in for your y. A goes in for your x. Rearrange it. So that comes over as a minus. 3 comes over as a divide. So A equals 2. Now, what I want you to do now for your practice is from your homework booklets, exercise A, questions 1 to 8. I have all the answers here for you. Now, I didn't draw all the graphs because you'll know your graphs are right if they're perfect straight lines. So all your answers are there for you for this lesson. And I'll upload them for you.